Good afternoon. Yeah, I want to talk about addiction and the myths behind it. Most people think that there's a lot of programs out there that are available for anybody who wants the help. But unfortunately, 89% of those who need help never get it. And the problem is money. A lot of the rehabs are very expensive, and unfortunately they're very ineffective because 80% of those who go through rehab relapse within the first year. Then you have the chronic addict who really doesn't want to get help, and what do you do with them? There's not much you can do for those, but there's that 60%, the people in the middle who really struggle to get help, and they go to AA meetings and they go to Celebrate Recovery, and maybe even if they're lucky, they get into a rehab. But unfortunately, when they get out, they revert right back to the old habits that they had in the first place. You see, we have to rewire their brain, and that takes time. It doesn't happen, in a 30-day program or even a 90-day program. It takes years. They didn't get to where they are in 90 days. It took them years, and in many cases, they've become thugs. And when I say thugs, that's their thug mentality. It's how they learn to survive. They become very good liars, and their defense mechanism is to fight. They're afraid of getting caught, so they're good at hiding what they're dealing with. And until you break that cycle and change their mentality and get rid of that thug mentality that most of them have, you're never going to break the addiction cycle. And unfortunately, many rehabs and treatment facilities out there don't address this. They talk about comorbidity. Yeah, they deal with the mental illness, but in 30, 60, 90 days, you're not going to change anything. And then you don't give them the tools. But the great thing is there are tools. There are tools being developed out there right now, and we're developing tools right now for those who get out of rehab. We can put the tools in their hand to keep top of mind all of the things that they just learned in rehab right in the palm of their hand. And it's an app that sits on their phone, and they can use it, and it reminds them why they got into recovery, and it reminds them how to stay in recovery. It helps them identify triggers and bad behaviors and who to stay away from. So if you want more information on this, contact me, and I'll tell you more about what we're doing. Thanks, and have a great day.